Happy Tuesday night. Sully here from Have Cheetah Will View. The cheetah is on the ground floor with me, and we just finished watching chocolate chocolate strawberry vanilla. This was a Wild Eye release movie, and this was highly recommended both by Joe the Horror Man and by Horrific Nightmares JM, Jason. So we just finished watching it, and I thought I'd share some thoughts. Um, this was it wasn't anything like I expected. That's for sure. Um, I expected it to be like a heavy drama, and but it was it's sort of mixed up. Um, and I'm sort of trying to decide what I thought about it. Um, this is one of those movies where basically it's a story of a slow gentleman, probably development slow, named Warren. He runs a ice cream truck in Australia. I think it's Brisbane. Um, so this is an Australian indie movie, and he lives a very simple life. He lives alone, doesn't have very many friends, um, and he has an assigned area where he parks his truck at, and it's rough. It's rough for him. The one thing he has going in his life is he loves a show called Round the Block, and and one of the actresses in it, he has he follows her career, and he has a great affection for her. Um, but Warren is starting to go slowly. He's starting to go slowly bonkers. Between the loneliness, the awkwardness, he's picked on by a lot of people. Um, he accidentally kills his cat in the first 5 minutes of the movie. Um, he he's just going on a downhill spiral, and I don't know. I'm trying to decide how I thought about this because like the first 90% of the movie, 85% of the movie is played for laughs. There's supposed to be a lot of awkwardness, a lot of laughs in there or whatnot, and the last 15% of the movie is goes really, really dark, really, really fast, and it's a really unsettling change because here you are, you watch this movie, and yes, Warren is having a hard time, but you're not really sure exactly how hard of a time you don't know. You're sort of rooting for him, basically, what you're doing. You're rooting for him, that he can, discover that he does have a couple of people that are friendly to him and that could be friends, but even those two are not what they seem. The ending, like I said, is very jarring. It goes from really light and silly and whatnot to madness. I can't speak of it any more than that. He just cracks up. He snaps, and that part of the movie is actually played pretty serious, and it's you sort of wish that the filmmakers. This movie was directed by Stuart Simpson. You sort of really wish that he had played his film Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla. He either had played it straight all the way through, or he could have kept this sort of slapsticky with maybe a silly ending or whatnot. I just I feel the movie is good. I really like the gentleman who plays Warren and his name, who I've never heard of. Of course, he's Australian. Glenn Maynard. Um, he's really good in this movie. He's really good. Um, One of the strongest indie performances I've seen in quite a while, and his warrant is absolutely heartbreaking. Um, you just can't help but feel for the guy. He's had a really, you sort of wish that toward the end of it that you know he could have arrived on the white knight and saved the day, saved the girl, saved the neighborhood or whatnot. But he slowly just slips into psychotic fantasies, and then he has a psychotic break, and pretty much that's the end of it for him. And but I will say that the film was made very well. Um, like I said, there's a lot of light moments in there, but be aware, this is not a comedy. This is I don't even know why we can call this a dark comedy. Um, yes, there are some light moments in it, but knowing how it goes, I can't call it a comedy. Um, I call it a tragedy. It's very sad at the actually starting from the very first. I mean, even though they during the director's commentary they sort of play it lightly, it isn't. It isn't lightly at all. It's it's very tragic, and it just keeps going. So this is a pretty heavy movie from Wild Eye. This came out in this was made in 2013 and released 2014, and Wild Eye released it in 2016. As far as I understand, this movie is out of print. Um, I had asked for a copy from Wild Eye, and they had very much like a House on Cuckoo Lane. They had sold out of their copies. Then our good friend down at their office, Rob, he found me a copy and he sent it to me. But it's out of print now. Of course, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for Wild Eye for sending me this movie. I'd like to say thanks to Joe the Horror Man and Jason from Horrific Nightmares JM for inspiring me to seek this movie out to review it. Uh, it's very good. It's very good. Um, very strong, and definitely one I would recommend people, who are interested in good drama, good indie drama, to look up and see if you can find a copy. You'll have to find it through secondary markets. As I said, that Wild Eye has no more copies. So you could look for it on eBay or you could look for it on Amazon, but we highly recommend it. Uh, Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla is 75 minutes long. It is considered rated R, a strong R, for violence and for graphic violence and language. Um, Special features are probably are also strong. Has a director's commentary with the director, Mr. Stuart Simpson, and his actor Glenn Maynard, and yeah, and also the screenplay is by Addison Heath, and he also jumps in for commentary. Special features also include deleted scenes. There's a short film which I'm going to review a little bit later, which is very very fun. And then the Around the Block TV series that Warren follows. They also put a full episode on there, and it's funny as hell. Now I have to admit that part was funny. The Around the Block segments were hilarious, uh, which makes the movie a little, like I said, it makes it a little bit jarring. Um, because are you playing it straight or you're not? It's a little confusing, but bear with it. It is, and know when you put the movie on, it is a very serious movie with some comedy highlights, but it's not a comedy in any stretch of the imagination. All right, well, that's it for this review. And this will be my for Wild Eye Wednesday, which was a series created by also Horrific Nightmares JM. So thank you for that. And this is will go up as a Wild Eye Wednesday review. All right, that's it for me and the cheetah. He just grabbed some food. I'm about to get some coffee, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks. If you have any comments on this movie, on chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, leave them in the comment box. Um, if you like what you saw, please hit the drop a comment, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell. Like button will also be great. And we'll talk to you guys soon. And all right, until next time, peace. Yes, I'd include the cheetah, even though he's being bad right now. Crazy cheetah.